Hello students, welcome back to my channel. This is Shalini and we'll start today again another lesson from Footprints Without Feet, Class 10 CBSE. The name of the lesson is The Midnight Visitor by Robert Arthur. About Robert Arthur, he was a very famous writer and author, and many a times he has written about the stories which is full of suspense and spies. I hope you all know the meaning of spies. Yes, the person who gives the information in a secret way. So this story is also about a secret agent, Ausable. Now this story is very common about an uncommon man, and I told you it is about Ausable. Let's come back to the introduction of the story. Ausable was a secret agent but did not fit into the appearance of an agent. We'll see about the description in this story. Fowler was a writer who has come to meet Ausable in his gloomy room. Now the first important character of the story is Ausable. Second is Fowler, who was a writer, and he has come to meet Ausable. Ausable told him that he would get an important report that night concerning some new missile, which could change the history. Now Ausable is actually waiting for an important report, which is supposed to get soon and which could change the history. So that was very important report. Now Fowler saw Max. Who is Max? Another character in the story who is another secret agent who threatens Fowler with a pistol demanding the report. Now Fowler was actually a writer and he was threatened with that Max, who is a secret agent who was carrying a pistol. He also wanted a report. Ausable handled Max cleverly by weaving an interesting story of a non-existent balcony which Max believed as real. There was a loud noise of the door and Max jumped off the window in hurry thinking of cops. And this is how Ausable got rid from Max. So we'll see in this story how Ausable outwitted Max and how smart he was, though he was not fitting into the proper appearance of a secret agent. But the most important quality he was having was presence of mind. Now let's get back to this story. In this video, I am going to explain you the explanation detailed wise, including word meaning of the difficult words. The Midnight Visitor. Now the name itself suggests midnight, at very mid of the night, and visitor who comes giving without any prior information. And Ausable, a secret agent, is expecting to get an important report. Another secret agent, Max, threatens him with a pistol demanding the report. Now the most important question, does Ausable outwit him, or does Ausable has given the report? This is actually a very important part of the story. Ausable did not fit any description of a secret agent Fowler had ever read. Following him down the musty corridor of the gloomy French hotel where Ausable had a room, Fowler felt let down. It was a small room on the 6th and top floor and scarcely a setting for a romantic adventure. Now we have seen that Ausable has not fit into the proper description of a secret agent, and Fowler has come to meet Ausable in his musty corridor. Musty means coming of a stinky smell which comes because of damp or wet place. And the room of that French hotel was not at all very well equipped room. It was a bit gloomy hotel also where Ausable was living. Now Fuller felt let down. What does that mean? It means bit disappointed, because Fuller has already created a imagination of a proper agent, that maybe he is handsome or smart with proper kind of a wine and everything, but that was not at all. It was a small room and it was on the top and sixth floor, and scarcely a setting for a romantic adventure. So there was hardly any sign of getting any excitement over there when Fuller reached to that hotel to meet Ausable. Second para, Ausable was for one thing fat, very fat, and then there was his accent. Though he spoke French and German passably, he had never altogether lost the American accent he had brought to Paris from Boston 20 years ago. Now, this is the description over here about Ausable, that totally different from the look of an exact secret agent we have seen in many of the movies as well, and the most famous we can say the spy we have seen in the movies was James Bond, right? You people have seen him, very handsome, very smart, active in physique. But here Ausable is very fat, a very total opposite of imagination what Fuller had kept. And top of that, his accent was a bit different. Though he has come and stayed to Paris, but his accent is still American. And little bit he can speak about French and German. Passably means well enough. वो जब बहुत साल से, करीब 20 साल से, भले ही वो वहाँ रह रहा हो बोस्टन से, लेकिन जब वो आया तो उसके एक्सेंट में अभी भी अमेरिकन एक्सेंट की झलक आती है. Next, you are disappointed, Ausable said wheezily over his shoulder. You were told that I was a secret agent, a spy, dealing in espionage and danger. So over here, Ausable is telling to Fuller that you are disappointed. Actually, Ausable को भी थोड़ा सा पता चल जाता है that Fuller is not at all very happy to see Ausable. So he is telling that you are disappointed to see me. Wheezily means spoke breathing noise, जो थोड़ी सी सांस लेने की आवाज़ आती है. So he is telling in that way. And he is saying that you must be thinking that I may be a very kind of a secret agent who is dealing with kind of spying or danger. You wish to meet me because you are a writer, young and romantic. You envisioned mysterious figures in the night, the cracks of pistols, drugs in the wine. So he knew very well, Ausable knew very well that what Fuller must have been thinking of Ausable, and to which Ausable is totally different. वो उसको बोलता है कि तुमने कुछ मेरे बारे में ऐसे सोचा होगा कि मैं हाथ में वाइन की होगी एंड कुछ पिस्टल्स होंगे एंड थोड़े से मिस्टीरियस फिगर्स भी होंगे, तो तुमने ये इमेजिन किया होगा, बट आई एम नॉट हैविंग ऑल दीज थिंग्स. Instead, you have spent a dull evening in a French music hall with a sloppy fat man who, instead of having messages slipped into his hand by dark-eyed beauties, gets only a prosaic telephone call, making an appointment in his room. So here Ausable is telling to Fuller that maybe तुमने ये सब मेरे बारे में imagine किया होगा, but very sad, you have come over here in this very gloomy hotel, और तुम्हारी इमेजिनेशन जो थी कि शायद मेरे आसपास डार्क आइड ब्यूटीज़ होंगी, गर्ल्स होंगी और कुछ टेलीफोन कॉल्स होंगे, मेरे पास वाइन की बॉटल होगी, ग्लास होगी, सो एंड टू दैट आई हैव नथिंग. मेरे पास कुछ भी नहीं है एक्सेप्ट अ काइंड ऑफ इम्पॉर्टेंट मैसेज, एंड इसलिए शायद तुम बोर भी हो रहे होंगे. The fat man making an appointment, the fat man chuckled to himself as he unlocked the door of his room and stood aside to let his frustrated guest enter. Now वो रूम में एंटर करने ही वाले हैं और ऑसिबल फुलर के लिए गेट खोलता है ये कहते हुए सब कि मे बी तुम बोर भी हो रहे होंगे. नाउ बट थोड़ा सा हंसी में कहता है वो. chuckled मीन्स टू लाफ सीक्रेटली कि फाइन गेट इन. You are disillusioned, Oswald told him. But take cheer, my young friend. Presently you will see a paper, a quite important paper. So, you are disillusioned means totally disappointed. जैसे तुमने सोचा बिल्कुल opposite मैं हूँ. And don't worry, but थोड़ा सा वो अब Oswald फुलर को चीयर अप करने की कोशिश करता है क्योंकि फुलर बहुत डिसअपॉइंट लग रहा है, काफ़ी डर लग रहा है ऑसिबल को और उसके सराउंडिंग्स को देखकर. एंड ऑसिबल दैट इज़ व्हाई ही इज टेलिंग टू हिम कि ओके चीयर अप माय यंग फ्रेंड, अब तुम कुछ ही टाइम में एक पेपर देखोगे विच इज़ अ वेरी क्वाइट एंड इम्पॉर्टेंट पेपर. कम टू नेक्स्ट पेज. Which several men and women have risked their lives come to me. Someday, soon that paper may well affect the course of history. In that thought is drama, is there not? So it's telling that actually it is about that report of missile which will soon change the history. So that report is very very important. और वो उसको बताता है कि कुछ ही टाइम में तुम थोड़े से एक्साइटेड ज़रूर होगे. यू विल गेट टू नो अबाउट द ड्रामा. एज ही स्पोक ऑसिबल क्लोज द डोर बिहाइंड हिम. और वो गेट बंद करते हैं. देन ही स्विच्ड ऑन द लाइट. आफ्टर एंटरिंग इनटू द रूम ही स्विच्ड ऑन द लाइट. And as the light came on, Fuller had his first authentic thrill of the day. Authentic means very real, original. For halfway across the room, a small automatic pistol in his hand, stood a man. So as soon as Oswald opens the light, what he see? The drama is about to begin. Excitement for the Fuller is about to begin. वो जब लाइट खोल के देखता है तो उसके सामने एक आदमी खड़ा होता है. A man is standing with a raised hand and having a pistol in his hand. Oswald blinked a few times. Max, he wheezed. So Oswald knew this man and the name of that man was Max. He wheezed. You gave me quite a start. I thought you were in Berlin. What are you doing here in my room? So Oswald again उसकी जब बोलता है तो आवाज़ आती है and is asking that Max कि तुम्हें तो बर्लिन में होना चाहिए, तुम यहाँ पर क्या कर रहे हो मेरे रूम में. Now Max was slender, a little less than tall, with features that suggested slightly the crafty, pointed countenance of a fox. Slender means very thin, a little less than tall. So this is about the description of Max कि कैसा वो दिखता है. पतला है, ज़्यादा लंबा नहीं है. With features that suggested slightly the crafty. जो थोड़े से क्लेवर लोग होते हैं उनके जो फेस का एक्सप्रेशन होता है वो चालाकी जो उनके चेहरे पे नजर आती है कुछ कुछ वैसा ही है. एंड पॉइंटेड काउंटेनेंस ऑफ अ फॉक्स. पॉइंटेड मीन्स काइंड ऑफ जो गुस्सा वाला जो लुक होता है, एंगर वाला जो एक्सप्रेशन होता है, वो कुछ कुछ एक्सप्रेशंस उसके फेस पे हैं. एंड जो उसका फेस का अपीयरेंस है कुछ कुछ थोड़ा फॉक्स के जैसा अपीयर करता है. There was about him, aside from the gun, nothing specially menacing. So, apart from that gun जो उसके पास होती है उसके अलावा कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है फॉक्स मैक्स में जो जिससे कुछ डर लगे. So that is all about Max. The report, he murmured. The report that is being brought to you tonight concerning some new missiles. I thought I would take it from you. It will be safer in my hands than in yours. So over here, Max is telling that he wants the report which actually Oswald is having. तो वो बोलते हैं कि तुम्हारे से ज़्यादा मेरे पास वो सेफ रहेगा. And so give me that report of missile that is very very important. Come to next page. Osable moved to an armchair and sat down heavily. So Osable काफी काम दिखता है और वो आर्म चेयर पे आराम से बैठ जाते हैं heavily because he was a sloppy man. तो थोड़ी सी भारी सी आवाज भी होती है और वो ऐसे ही बैठते हैं. I am going to raise the devil with the management this time and you can bet on it. No, अचानक से वो कुछ ऐसा बोलता है which was very very different from that missile and what he said कि इस बार वो वाकई में मैनेजमेंट से लड़ने वाला है और वो उसके पर बेट भी कर सकता है. He is going to raise the devil means to create an issue or fight with the management. कौन सा management? होटल के management में. He said grimly, very seriously. This is the second time in a month that somebody has got into my room through that nuisance of a balcony. So he's telling कि ये दूसरी बार है महीने में जब कोई दूसरा बंदा मेरे पास दूसरी बार मेरे रूम में आया है और उस बैल्कनी से होते हुए. सो अब मुझे इसके बारे में कंप्लेन करनी पड़ेगी मैनेजमेंट से बिकॉज दिस इज एनफ. कोई भी मेरे रूम में ऐसे ही घुस जाता है उस बैल्कनी से. Fuller's eyes went to the single window of the room. It was an ordinary window against which now the night was pressing blackly. Now Fuller जब देखता है तो उसे रूम में एक ही विंडो नज़र आती है, a very single window, and it was not very extraordinary, very simple window was there जहाँ से रात दिख रही होती है. Obviously it's a midnight, so all over there was the dark night which was peeping. So suddenly all things turns looking out of the window was black. Balcony, Max said with a rising inflection. No, a pass key. I did not know about the balcony. It might have saved me some trouble had I known. So, with some surprising way, and Max is asking, पूछता है balcony? मुझे तो balcony के बारे में पता ही नहीं है. मेरे पास तो एक मास्टर की है. पास की मीन्स मास्टर की जिसको खोलकर मैं एंटर किया हूँ रूम में. एंड अगर मुझे पता होता दैट डेफिनेटली देयर इज अ बैल्कनी, मैं वहीं से आता, मुझे ट्रबल कम होती. इट्स नॉट माई बैल्कनी, Osable said with extreme irritation. It belongs to the next apartment. So over here, Osable has already started weaving and framing a story. So he's telling that मेरी बैल्कनी नहीं है, वो नेक्स्ट अपार्टमेंट बराबर वाले अपार्टमेंट की बैल्कनी है. He glanced explanatorily at Fuller. You see, he said, this room used to be a part of a large unit and the next room. So he's telling about that this room was actually the part of another apartment of that room. Through that door, there used to be a living room. It had the balcony, which extends under my window now. तो चूंकि ये अपार्टमेंट थोड़ा सा बड़ा था तो जो उनकी बैल्कनी है वो मेरे रूम तक एक्सटेंड होती है. You can get in on to it from the empty room 2 doors down, and somebody did last month. The management promised to block it off, but they haven't. So Osable is telling कि कुछ ही टाइम पहले यहाँ से एक और आया था पर्सन मेरे रूम में थ्रू बैल्कनी और एंटर कर गया था. एंड नाउ दिस इज द सेकेंड टाइम एंड यू हैव एंटर्ड. अब मैंने मैनेजमेंट को जब कंप्लेन की थी तो मैनेजमेंट ने मुझसे प्रॉमिस किया था कि वो ब्लॉक कर देंगे बैल्कनी को, बट अभी तक उन लोगों ने नहीं किया है. तो फॉर दिस आई एम गोइंग टू हैव अ इशू विद द मैनेजमेंट डेफिनेटली, एंड आई एम वेरी वेरी श्योर अबाउट इट. Max glanced at Fuller. Max Fuller को देखते हैं, who was standing stiffly not far from Osable. So stiffly because Fuller was a writer, a very normal writer. He was scared actually to see Max with a pistol. और वो बहुत stiffly खड़ा हुआ है. Stiffly means in a hardened way, not far from Osable, and waved the gun with a commanding gesture. Please sit down, he said. We have a wait of half an hour, I think. And he's saying कि शायद हमें an hour का वेट करना पड़े and is telling to Fowler to sit. 31 minutes, Ausable said moodily. The appointment was for 12:30. I wish I knew how you learned about the report, Max. So he's telling कि not for half an hour, it's about 31 minutes जिसके लिए हमें वेट करना है by 12:30 for that report. The little spy smiled evilly, in a very evil manner. And we wish we knew how your people got the report, but no harm has been done. I'll get it back tonight. Who is that? Who's at the door? So Max is saying कि fine, कुछ खास नहीं, वो रिपोर्ट मैं तुमसे ले ही लूँगा. And meanwhile, while he is speaking to Ausable, उसे कुछ गेट खटखटाने की आवाज़ होती है somewhere, and he is asking कि गेट पे डोर पर कौन है. Fowler jumped at the sudden knocking at the door. Ausable smiled. That will be the police, he said. So Fowler जो है वो थोड़ा सा डर जाता है, उसको भी नहीं पता होता है कि who is at the door. He jumped at the sudden knocking at the door. Ausable smiled और वो बोलता है कि मे बी यहाँ पर पुलिस से ही होगी. I thought that such an important paper as the one we are waiting for should have a little extra protection. I told them to check on me to make sure everything was all right. So here Ausable is outwitting, outsmarting Max, and he told कि मैंने ही पुलिस को बुलाया है because we are having and we are waiting such an important report on missile which could change the history. अब अगर वो इतनी इम्पॉर्टेंट है तो हमें उसके लिए एक्स्ट्रा प्रोटेक्शन की भी ज़रूरत है एंड दैट इज़ वाई आई हैव कॉल्ड द पुलिस एंड कॉप्स ओवर हियर फॉर द प्रोटेक्शन. Max bit his lips nervously. Now Max थोड़ा सा नर्वस हो जाता है because of the police. The knocking was repeated. What will you do now, Max? Now Max Ausable is asking confidently कि अब तुम क्या करोगे? Ausable asked, if I don't answer the door, they will enter anyway. The door is unlocked and they will not hesitate to shoot. So Ausable very confidently is telling कि now what you're going to do, and the knocking is continuous. So whatever if I open it or not, the door is unlocked और वो कभी भी enter कर जाएंगे रूम में and they can shoot you. So he's telling to Max and he is actually trying to threaten indirectly Max that police might shoot Max anytime if they could see. Max's face was black with anger. Now Max was actually in anger as he backed swiftly towards the window. So अब उसको जब लगता है कि ये बैल्कनी है बाहर तो वो थोड़ा सा विंडो की तरफ जाने की कोशिश करता है. He swung a leg over the sill, so you can see in the photo as well कि वो अपना एक पैर बाहर निकालते. Send them away, he warned, and he's telling to send the police back. I'll wait on the balcony. Send them away or I'll shoot and take my chances. So he's telling hesitatingly to Ausable कि पुलिस को जल्दी से तुम भगाओ and meanwhile I'm waiting outside the balcony. और अगर तुमने ऐसा नहीं किया तो definitely मैं second chance नहीं लूँगा, मैं तुम्हें shoot कर दूँगा. So the knocking at the door became louder and a voice was raised, Mr. Ausable, Mr. Ausable. So knocking continuous होते जा रही थी. अभी तक कोई enter नहीं कर रहा है, but still it was a voice coming out from the door that was calling Mr. Ausable's name. Come to next page. Keeping his body twisted so that his gun still covered the fat man and his guest, the man at the window grasped the frame and his free hand to support himself. So over here his body is about Max, it's talking about. So वो थोड़ी सी अपनी body twist करता है so that his gun still covered, ताकि body उसकी बाहर की तरफ रहे but वो अपना जो निशाना है वो Ausable की और Fowler की तरफ रखता रहे. The man at the window grasped the frame. So the man at the window is Max over here, और वो grip पकड़ता है फ्रेम को. विंडो का जो फ्रेम होता है बाहर जाने के लिए वो उसे पकड़ता है, so that he can have a support to get onto the balcony. Then he swung his other leg and over the window sill. और वो अब अपना दूसरा लेग भी बाहर की तरफ कर देता है. बट उसका जो अपर पोर्शन ऑफ द बॉडी है, वी कैन सी इन द पिक्चर एज वेल, वो मैक्स की जो बॉडी होती है वो ऑसिबल और फूलर की तरफ ही पॉइंटेड रहती है. ओनली ही इज ट्राइंग टू गेट आउट फ्रॉम दैट विंडो सिल. द डोर नॉब टर्न्ड. Swiftly, Max pushed with his left hand to free himself from the sill and dropped the balcony. Now वो अपना डोर नॉब टर्न करता है और बैल्कनी से बाहर जाने के लिए कोशिश करता है. उसके दोनों पैर अब बाहर है. And then as he dropped, he screamed once shrilly. Shrilly means sharply. अब जैसे ही वो अपने दोनों पैर बाहर निकालता है वो गिर जाता है. He dropped. And suddenly a screamed noise was heard very very sharply. चिल्लाने की आवाज आती है जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा शार्प होती है. The door opened and a waiter stood there with a tray, a bottle and 2 glasses. डोर खुलता है और वेटर एंटर करता है. उसके हाथ में ट्रे होती है, बॉटल होती है and 2 glasses होते हैं. Here is the drink you ordered for when you returned, he said. So the waiter is telling कि सर आपका ड्रिंक जो आपने ऑर्डर किया था वो ये रहा. And set the tray on the table, deftly uncorked the bottle and left the room. So वो अपना जो ट्रे है वो टेबल पे रख देता है. Deftly means cleverly. Uncorked. Now he uncorked means opened the bottle very very cleverly so that जो बॉटल से वाइन है या कुछ भी वो बाहर ना आ जाए. And left the room, and the waiter went out of the room. White-faced Fowler stared after him. Now Fowler तो बहुत ज़्यादा सरप्राइज हो जाता है ये सब सीन देख के, बिकॉज जो उसे एक्साइटमेंट और थ्रिलर जो उसके दिमाग में था, जो मिसिंग था, वो वाकई में एक्चुअली अब उसे दिखने को मिला. But he stammered. And Fowler stammered means speaking hesitatingly. The police, and he is questioning, where is the police which you are talking about? पुलिस कहाँ है जिसकी तुम बात कर रहे थे? वो फोल्डर ऑसिबल से पूछता है. Not to which Ossible is telling there was no police. Ossible sighed. गहरी सांस लेके Ossible बोलते कि वहां तो कोई पुलिस थी ही नहीं. Only Henry whom I was expecting. मैं हेनरी का ही वेट कर रहा था, एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था. एंड हेनरी वॉज द वेटर एंड ही एंटर्ड. बट वोंट दैट मैन आउट ऑन द बैल्कनी? फूलर बिगेन. एंड ही इज आस्किंग कि वो बैल्कनी, वो बाहर नहीं होगी, बैल्कनी में खड़ा नहीं होगा मैक्स. ही इज क्वेश्चनिंग इन अ वेरी क्यूरियस वे बिकॉज ही डिडंट न्यू अबाउट द बैल्कनी, ही डिडंट न्यू अबाउट द पुलिस, ही डिडंट न्यू अबाउट द वेटर. एक्चुअली फूलर को कुछ पता ही नहीं होता, तो वो क्वेश्चन कर रहा होता है ऑसिबल से. नो, said Ossible, he won't return. You see, my young friend, there is no balcony. Now the actual suspense of the story has come to an end. क्योंकि जब Ossible बोलता है कि look, no, he will not return, वो वापस ही नहीं आएगा. Why? Because ऐसी कुछ balcony थी ही नहीं. So now over here it has come to the stop. Now this is the story about the person who is actually having a presence of mind, and so Ossible has got rid from Max by creating an immediate story, fabricating a very interesting story of a non-existing balcony which was not at all there. And वही तरीका था जिससे वो मैक्स से बच सकता था और उस रिपोर्ट को भी बचा सकता था. एंड सो फोलर की जो इमेजिनेशन थी, प्रायर इमेजिनेशन अबाउट ऑसिबल एंड द रियल इमेजिनेशन वॉज टोटली डिफरेंट. नाउ ही हैज कम टू नो अबाउट फ्यू ऑफ द थिंग्स दैट appearance are always illusioned. Now students, the story tells us about many things, that wisdom is more powerful than weapon. And first appearance can be misleading. जैसे कि always we say that first impression is the last impression, but no, it can be misleading as well. And so we should never judge a person by its appearance. जो एक कहावत भी है, so that we should never judge a book with its cover. So same way हमें ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. We can see that the Robert Arthur has created a story which is full of excitement. Now see that there is no shooting, no fighting, but the battle of wit is more grasping and exciting, right? In this story we have seen that a sense of wittiness is more important than arms or weapons. So goodbye students, I hope you all have understood this story. Thank you.